Today we'll be discussing about what is distributed operating system. Normally, the operating system is a program that controls the resources of a computer system, and also it provides the user with an interface. That is the operating system that already we know. Here, two primary tasks of an operating systems are it presents the users with a virtual machine that is easier to program, and the next one is to manage the resources. That is a primary task of an operating system. That the task may be keeping track of who is using which resources, granting resources, accounting for resource usage, and mediating the conflicting request. These are some of the primary tasks of an operating system. And the operating system commonly used for distributed computing systems can be classified into two types. One is a network operating system, another one is a distributed operating system. Either one we may use for the we are going to compare with these two. If a system is built using the network operating system, how the machine will behave, and if a environment is constructed using the distributed operating system, that environment how behaves. We are going to compare with these two types. The three features that differentiates these two types are: one is a system image, and the second one is autonomy, and the third one is a fault tolerance capability. How the system image differ for these two types, how the autonomy behaves, and how the fault is toleranced, how the capability that differs between these two, that we are going to discuss. First characteristics is the system image. In case of a network operating, if a distributed computing environment is built using the network operating system, here the machines are connected by a communication system. Users view such systems as distinct machines. Here, in case of a distributed operating system, it acts as a virtual uniprocessor. The user views like a single machine. Here, the user can view can be aware of different machines. Here, the users. Second one is if in a distributed environment with the network operating system, users are aware of multiple computers being used, but here it provides the user with a single system image. They don't know about that multiple computers existence in their environment. If suppose here, in case of a network operating system, if a user wants to execute a job on a different machine, the user will have to log on to that machine by using some commands. Here the user don't need to log on to the machine. Automatically that in this operating system will allocate a job to different machines. Here in that network operating system environment, the selection of a machine is done manually. In case of a distributed operating system, the machine is automatically chosen and the process is assigned. Here we may have different set of system calls, but in case of a distributed operating system, the same set of system calls may be used for both local and remote resources. In case of network operating system, the users are aware of their file stored, and also the commands that used to and must use a command explicit file transfer commands for moving a file from one machine to another. But here, in case of a distributed operating system, users does not have knowledge of the location of their files. Same commands can be used to access from a remote machine or from the local machine. The next characteristics is the autonomy. This network operating system is built on several set of centralized operating system, but here in case of a distributed operating system, only single system-wide operating system is used. Here in case of a network operating system, each computer has its own local operating system, and no coordination among all the machines, because here in the environment where the network operating system used, user can see the distinct machines, and there will be no coordination among all the machines, only when they are supposed to communicate with each other. But here there will be a close cooperation with each others for the effective utilization of various resources. here each computer functions independently and they make decisions about their own creation and termination of process, and system calls will be different for that is for local machine, and for remote machines the different set of commands can be used here. But here in case of distributed operating system, kernel manages and identical kernel will be available on the all computers of this environment. So the autonomy of a network operating system will be high, and the degree of autonomy of each machine in a distributed operating system environment, that will be low. And the third characteristics is the fault tolerance. In case of a network distributed environment with this network operating system, if 10% of machine are down, then 10% of users are not able to do their work. But here all for the same problem, for the same 10% of system down in this environment, all users work normally, but only with the 10% of loss in the performance. So the fault tolerance is low in case of a network operating system. The fault tolerance is high in the distributed operating system environment. So here finally, to conclude this, this distributed computing system that uses this network operating system is referred to as only a network system. But only here the thing is, the distributed computing system that uses distributed operating system is referred to as a true distributed system, or simply it can be called as a distributed system. Thank you.